Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, 2022 Principles Test takers. We are now in Domain 5. Let's start. But before that, we have here the Principles Test Reviewer 2021 edition. It could be accessed in the Shopee merchants. You can search the link as provided here. Tingnan natin. Ito. This is the link. Okay, we have here domain 5, building connections, and there are 5 subtopics under domain 5. First, management of diverse relationships. Second, management of school organizations. Third, inclusive practice. Fourth, communication. And fifth, community engagement. We will start our practice tests. Are you ready? Our first question. In this domain, school heads are expected to be responsible and accountable for inculcating a deeper understanding of the vision, mission, and core values and directions of the school to relevant entities. They possess skills in relating with, dealing with, and forging relationships with people. They should be able to build relationships with individuals and organizations anchored on mutual trusts, honesty, openness, respect, and commitment towards sharing the same vision for the attainment of institutional goals. Letter A, building connections. Letter B, financial management. C, leading strategically. And letter D, student-centered approach. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter A, building connections. That is our domain 5. And for our number 2, the following are the career stages of the strong management of diverse relationship under domain of building connections, except. So try to see the word except, and it should be under the management of diverse relationships. So we have here choices. A, demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies and guidelines in managing school organizations, such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations in support of the attainment of institutional goals. B, build constructive relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to foster an enabling and supportive environment for learners. C, support school personnel in strengthening relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to maintain an enabling and supportive environment for learners. Fourth, letter D, exhibit exemplary skills in strengthening relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to sustain an enabling and supportive environment for learners. Your time starts now. Okay, and the correct answer is letter A, demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies and guidelines in managing school organizations, such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations in support of the attainment of institutional goal. You have to take note of the word demonstrate and demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies. It is not within the bounds of diverse relationships, management of diverse relationship, but it is part of the in building connections. Next, we have here number 3. The following are the career stages of the strand management of school organizations under the domain of building connections, except. So try to identify those domain under management of school organizations, except. So you have to take note of the word except. Letter A, demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies and guidelines on managing school organizations, such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations, in support of the attainment of institutional goals. B, manage school organizations such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations by applying relevant policies and guidelines to support the attainment of institutional goals. C, support school personnel and strengthening relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to maintain an enabling and supportive environment for learners. Letter D, exhibit exemplary practice in managing school organizations, such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations to support the attainment of institutional goals. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter C. Support school personnel in strengthening relationship with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders to maintain an enabling and supportive environment for learners. You have to take note that letter C, authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders, from the word authorities, they are not part of the school organizations. So, and you have to take note the word except. So this is not within the bounds of school organizations. Number 4, the following are the career stages of the strand inclusive practice under the domain of building connections, except. Please take note of the word inclusive practice. Okay? Letter A, demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies and guidelines on managing school organizations, such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations in support of the attainment of institutional goals. Letter B, exhibit inclusive practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and culture responsiveness to foster awareness, acceptance, and respect. Letter C, engage the wider school community in promoting inclusive practices, such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and culture responsiveness to strengthen awareness, acceptance, and respect. Letter D, create a culture of inclusivity in the school and the community through practices such as gender sensitivity, physical and mental health awareness, and culture responsiveness to promote and strengthen awareness, acceptance, and respect. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter A, demonstrate knowledge and understanding of policies and guidelines in managing school organizations such as learner organizations, faculty clubs, and parent-teacher associations in support of the attainment of the institutional goals. You have to take note of the word except. So except letter A, B, C, and D are part of the inclusive practice as a career stages, still under the domain of building connections. Next, we have number 5. The following are the career stages of the strand communication under the domain of building connections, except. You have to take note of the word communication and of course, except. The following are part of the strand, the career stages of communication, except. So there is one here not included in the strand communication. Letter A, demonstrate competent skills in speaking and writing as well as in utilizing communication platforms and communicating with teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders. B, communicate effectively in speaking and writing to teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders through positive use of communication platforms to facilitate information, sharing, collaboration, and support. Letter C, mentor school personnel in communicating effectively in speaking and in writing, as well as in the positive use of communication platforms to facilitate information sharing, collaboration, and support. Letter D, lead a community including parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders in creating collaborative actions in solving complex issues on learner development as well as school and community improvement. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter D, lead the community including parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders in creating collaborative actions and solving complex issues on learner development as well as school and community improvement. We have to take note that all of these career stages under communication, you have to take note letter A, we have here the word communication. Letter B, communicate effectively. We have also the word communication platforms. Here we have also communicating effectively and communication platforms. It is very obvious that these career stages are part of the communication from the word communication. Okay? And the letter D, there is no word communication here. It's obvious that it is not under the communication career stage under communication. Next, we have number 6. The following are the career stages of the strand community engagement under the domain of building connections, except. From the word community engagement, and of course, except not within the bounds of community engagement. Letter A, demonstrate competent skills in speaking and writing, as well as in utilizing communication platforms and communicating with teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders. Initiate partnerships with the community, such as parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders to strengthen support for learner development, as well as school and community improvement. Empower the communities such as parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders To participate in addressing concerns on learner development as well as school and community improvement. Letter D, lead the community, including parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders in creating collaborative actions in solving complex issues on learner development as well as school and community improvement. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter D, demonstrate competent skills in speaking and writing as well as utilizing communication platforms and communicating with teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders. So we have to take note that community engagement, letter B is part of community engagement because you are initiating partnership with the community. Letter C, you're also empowering the community, such as alumni, parents, authorities, and industries. Letter D are also lead the community, including parents. So the root word here, or the, shall we say, the word here is the word community. So they are under the career stages in community engagement. Okay, next we have number 7. The Parent Teachers Association filed before the office of Dr. Silvano M. Camilo Jr., the school's division superintendent of the division of Malita City, a complaint for dishonesty against Mr. Tan, a public school teacher of Malita City National High School. Acting on said complaint, Superintendent Camilo issued an order directing Mr. Henry, the administrative officer of the division office, to conduct a fact-finding investigation of the said complaint. Now the question is the order proper? Why or why not? We have here 4 choices. Letter A, yes, because he has the power as the superintendent. Letter B, no, because the complaint has not been heard yet. C, yes, the superintendent has disciplinary authority over teachers. D, no, because the disciplining authority in the DepEd for administrative against teachers is the regional director. Your time starts now. Okay, the correct answer is letter D, no, because the disciplining authority in the DepEd for administrative against teachers is the regional director. But the disciplining authority of the non-teaching personnel is the school's division superintendent. Next, we have here, which of the following are the criteria for designating a cooperating school on the deployment of student teacher? 1, it is above average performing school in academics. 2, has a master teacher or effective teacher. 3, accessible to the student teacher. 4, managed by at least a part-time administrator. Letter A, 1 and 4 only. B, 1, 3, and 4 only. C, 1, 3, and 4 only. And letter D, 1, 2, and 3 only. Your time starts now. Okay, the correct answer is letter D, 1, 2, and 3 only. Of course, it should not be managed by at least a part-time administrator. So, kailangan dapat full-time administrator. Next, we have 9. Which of the following are the criteria for the selection of cooperating teacher? 1 has at least 3 years of teaching experience. 2 has at least a performance rating of very satisfactory for the last 3 years. 3 has been a demonstration teacher, at least on the school level. 4th, a substitute or a para teacher. A, 1 and 3 only. B, 1 and 2 only. C, 1, 2, and 3 only. And letter D, 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. Your time starts now. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, 1, 2, and 3 only. So it should not be a substitute teacher or a para teacher. So kailangan dapat permanent teacher. Next, we have number 10. The following are the duties and responsibilities of the cooperating school principal, except. You have to take note of the word except. Letter A, assign a student teacher to a qualified cooperating teacher. B, meet regularly with cooperating teachers and student teacher. C, see to it that student teacher are allowed to substitute for teachers who are absent or on leave. Letter D, conduct regular conference with the cooperating teachers as regards to the performance of student teacher. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter C. See to it that student teacher are allowed to substitute for teachers who are absent or on leave. So this is not allowed, and this is not part of the duties and responsibilities of the cooperating teachers. So bawal. Bawal mag-substitute si student teacher. Okay? Next. What are the duties and responsibilities of mentors or cooperating teachers? Number 1, observe mentor-mentee relationship. 2, assist the student teachers in honing their relationship. 3, observe, coach, mentor, and evaluate the performance of the student teacher. 4, provide the student teacher to substitute for teachers who are absent. 5, provide the student teacher the opportunity to teach independently and collaboratively. A 1, 2, 1, 3, and 4. B 2, 3, and 5. C 1, 2, 3, and 5. And letter D 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is this is letter C. 1, 2, 3, and 5. So it's not letter D. The correct answer is letter C. Okay? But the content is the same pa rin. 1, 2, 3, and 5. So it is not within the bounds of mentors and cooperating teachers, their duties and responsibilities to provide a student teachers to substitute for teachers who are absent, and that is not allowed. Next, we have, to what activities may service credits be granted? 1. Services rendered in connection with the conduct of remedial classes during summer outside of regular school days. 2. Services rendered during school sport competitions held outside of regular school days. 3. Assignment to checking forms and finishing reports commonly required in connection with the opening and closing of classes. 4. Services rendered in connection with early opening of the school year. And 5. In-service training program fully funded by the government. Your time starts now. The correct answer is letter B, 1, 2, and 4 only. It is not within the bounds of here the granting of service credits and the assignment to checking forms and finishing reports commonly required in connection with the opening and closing of classes. Since the teachers are required to this one, this is not within the bounds of service credits. They will not be granted unless there is a stipulation or a DepEd memorandum. If they are required to render Saturday and Sundays outside their regular working hours to finish reports in connection with the opening and closing of classes, such as the checking of forms, then there is a service credits. But as a general rule, this is not allowed. Only 1, 2, and 4 are allowed to be granted a service credits when they are acting all these things. And as well as with the number 5, it is not also part of the grant of the service credits since it is fully funded by the government. Or even if it is not fully funded, but in-service training is within the regular working hours of teachers. So hindi siya covered ng service credits. Unless, again, there is a stipulation to the contrary that the in-service training is conducted during Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, next we have 13. To what activities may service credits not be granted? Take note of the word not be granted. Number 1, services rendered in connection with the conduct of remedial classes during summer outside of regular school days. 2, services rendered during school sports competitions held outside of regular school days. 3, assignment to checking forms and finishing reports commonly required in connection with the opening and closing of classes. 4, services rendered in connection with early opening of school year. 5, in-service training program fully funded by the government. 8, 3, and 5 only. B, 1, and 2 only. C, 1, 2, and 3 only. D, 2, 3, 4, and 5 only. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter A, 3 and 5 only. So kanina, sinabi natin na itong 3 should not be granted a service credit because this is a reports commonly required in the connection with opening and closing exercises, and this in-service training program is fully funded by the government. Okay. Next, we have 14. The utilization of MOE, or the Maintenance and Other Operating Expenses funds, is authorized to the following expenditures, except A. Developing, printing, and distributing teachers, facilitators guide, students, learners workbook, B. Training of teachers and hiring of specialists, C. Procurement of necessary schools, furniture, and equipment, D. Other auxiliary services, including advocacy work. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter C, procurement of necessary schools, furniture, and equipment. This is not allowed. So kung gagastusin niyo ang inyong MOOE for the procurement of necessary school furniture and equipment, you will be disallowed by the Commission on Audit. So mababayaran nyo yan in return sa ginastos ninyo through sa school furnitures and equipment. Because again, this school furniture is for the central office task na covered ng mga school buildings natin. Of course, the equipment. But there are exceptions to this rule. Merong equipment na meron siyang ceiling price. So there is a stipulation to the contrary. But as a general rule, we are not allowed to procure schools, furniture, and equipment. We only allow to this one, A, B, at saka D. Itong baka ma-misinterpret ninyong hiring of specialists, this is for the speaker. We are allowed to give honorarium to our speaker during our training of teachers in school. Kung magkakaroon tayo ng training of teachers. And then, of course, auxiliary services, including advocacy work. Auxiliary service such as mga watchmen. Yan. 15. It is effective use of more than 2 languages for literacy and instruction. A. Mother tongue-based multilingual education. B. Alternative learning system. C. Bureau of Alternative Learning System. And D. Multi-grade classes. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is the letter A, mother tongue-based multilingual education, or MTBME. Next, we have its self-explanatory, 2 languages for literacy and instruction. 16, it is a principle which organizes that every unit in the education bureaucracy has a particular role, task, and responsibilities inherent in the office, and for which it is principally accountable for outcomes. A. Shared governance. B. School-based management. C. Accountability and transparency. the School Adapt program. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter A, shared governance, from the word has particular role, task, and responsibilities inherent in the office and for which it is principally accountable for the outcomes. So there is a shared governance. 17. What shall be observed in decision-making process at appropriate levels? A. The process of democratic consultation. B. The process of equal opportunity. C. Accountability and transparency. D. Accountability, responsibility, and transparency. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is the letter A, the process of democratic consultation. It should be us always in the decision-making process at appropriate levels. It should be a democratic consultation. Next, we have what shall be established to ensure coordination and open communication? The central office with the regional division and school levels. A. Feedback mechanism. B. Principles of transparency. C. Accountability and transparency. D. Principles of pedagogy. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is the letter A, feedback mechanism. Number 19, what shall be operationalized in the performance of functions and responsibilities at all levels? A. The principles of accountability. B. The principles of andragogy. C. Principle of transparency. D. Principle of accountability and transparency. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter D, the principle of accountability and transparency. 20. It shall be responsible for providing services related to supplies and equipment and shall take charge of collection and disbursement of funds, security, and custodial work. A. Administrative. B. Office of the Director. C. General Service Division. And D. Office of the School of the Division Superintendent. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is Okay, letter A, administrative. 21. Which of the following does not belong to the function and duties of school principal? You have to take note of the word does not belong. Okay? Letter A, setting the mission, vision, goals, and objectives of the school. B, shall have direct supervision over the conduct of election of the homegrown PTA officer. C, accepting donations for the purpose of upgrade teachers' learning, facilitators' competence, and letter D, encouraging staff development. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is letter B, shall have direct supervision over the conduct of election of the homeroom PTA officers. So it is not the function and duties of the school principal. It is a duty of the classroom advisors. Next, we have 22. Who is the disciplining authority for administrative actions against teaching personnel in the public school? Your time starts now. Correct answer is letter C, original director for all teaching personnel in the public school. But for the non-teaching personnel, it is the school's division superintendent. Okay, we have here number 23. Who is the disciplining authority for administrative actions against non-teaching personnel in the public school? So this refers to the within the division office. A, principal. B, superintendent. C, regional director. D, district supervisor. And the correct answer is letter B, school division superintendent. But in case of the non-teaching personnel in the regional office, so it is the regional director. It is not within the duties and responsibilities of the school division superintendent. Only those division non-teaching personnel. Okay. 24. Who is empowered to transfer a public school teacher from one school to another school? A, principal. B, superintendent. C, regional director. D, district supervisor. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is a letter B, superintendent. 25. Who are the disciplining authority for administrative actions against teaching personnel, including school principal in the DepEd? 1, president. 2, superintendent. 3, regional director. 4, DepEd secretary. A, 2, and 3 only. B, 3 and 4 only. C, 1, 2, and 3 only. And letter D, 1, 3, and 4 only. Your time starts now. The correct answer is letter B, 3 and 4 only. So it is the regional director and of course the DepEd secretary. Next we have, okay, wala na po, end of the tests. Again, there is an existing Principals Test Reviewer 2021 edition. You can access this one through this link. Next, we have, okay, to pass this test, you must have 19 over 25 correct responses. Nonetheless, if di ka nakaabot ng 19, you have to read all the reference materials under the PPSSH. And for study more and for more updates for the principals test, please like and subscribe this YouTube channel, Sir Kong TV. Kita ninyo, this is the picture, this one. Konti lang muna yung subscriber natin because this is for our principals test takers. I hope you will pass the tests this year. Okay, good luck and God bless.